Before I forget, Marcia says the water pump down here is broke, can't be fixed. Didn't know what to do as far as replacement. If you could put that on the list of the renovation, or
Okay. What's wrong with it? Is it not being fixed?
I think it's just the pressure part wore out on it. And there's a leak in the wall and the drain. So I don't know, that could be part of the problem in Gary's office, if it's running down and coming out in the floor.
This is your last stack I can give you, man. I've been working diligently all
You
morning.
mind?
Yeah, those years, I'm still got
Sandy
more.
did that.
First time I've ever made one with over here.
Gary, what? Those troopers were working the interstate this week.
Yeah.
Did they put anybody in jail out there at the interstate over the weekend? I know they had a stop out there, is what somebody told me. And the next day I went out there and there were beer bottles laying everywhere. I don't know if they was confiscating beer to drink or what they done.
I was looking up stuff yesterday to send Michelle. It seemed like in the last week, there's been at least like 10 people arrested for driving suspended or revoked out here. A couple of warrants, so I know they put several guys.
You know, Sunday we went to Carbondale, and they had 5 troopers out there that had people pulled over. All 5 of them.
Well, we had to go to Belleville to the airport. This was like 4 o'clock and they were still out there running in.
Anything on here that needs to be addressed quickly?
What was it, 400,000?
And you just almost there 30 days.
The one thing I was gonna ask, you know, every year towards the end of the year, there's a few line items I have to adjust, and I do it singly. Do you want me to keep doing that this year, or do you want me to come in next week with just a sheet that shows what I want done?
Well, we've got 2 of them around here somewhere. You fill these things out, don't you?
That's what I had to do.
Yeah.
I probably got like 4 that I need to adjust.
Okay. Yeah, just bring those in.
Okay.
So we got some next week we're gonna have to address.
Like the 3 main ones would be like food, medical, and gasoline.
Surprise, surprise.
With those newer cars, we do a little bit better on gas.
Yeah.
It's better gas mileage.
What I was the worst this year on gas was what we carried over last year, because we had so much. 2018.
No Dodge and the Deers.
I haven't had, see, you gonna jinx me now.
No.
I
It's
have
been a
not
while
had
since they've
deer.
had a deer.
Yeah.
My wife had a Bobcat Sunday was going to Barbara. Couldn't believe it.
Tear the car up?
Just a little bit of a dent. And you could see it coming from the left, and the sucker was just couldn't stop fast enough on the interstate.
Well, I noticed all in St. Louis, we're one of the last counties down here that hasn't been mowed. So that's where a lot of them come from. They're coming out of that tall grass.
Yeah.
On the interstate, you can't see it.
Yeah, we couldn't see it till we hit the road. It was too late.
It's gonna get worse. Not being mowed down here. Say they ain't happy about the replacement force headed to Springfield, his county, his home county gonna suffer now. Gonna cut our mowing budget.
I've seen 3 or 4 mowers up just inside of Johnson County line, so I don't know if they're working their way down to this.
Do they contract that out as a state?
They did it.
They don't contract it out. Shit, no, they ain't gonna have no competition on something like that. Their cousins need a job, man. What are you thinking?
So Massac Memorial just inmate, $4,600.
Probably the dialysis, because we had one inmate over there was going to do dialysis for a couple of months. He's now in Menard, so.
Ted, did you hear any more from that woman that fell on the steps out here?
No, haven't heard any more from him.
Was it, there wasn't anything wrong with the steps, was it? I mean,
She indicated that the light was off. I had Marcia ask Lori, and they said they were pretty sure that morning the lights were all on.
I seen 10 cities moved from Unity to now, I've heard they've relocated out Old Marion Road.
Marion Road,
So
and
what's the status of that?
I talked to Sam Castleman last week, and he showed me a subdivision agreement that shows that anybody living out there, they can't have that there.
Yeah,
I took the agreement to Patrick, he looked at it, and he said they clearly violated the agreement, but somebody out there's gonna have to get a lawyer to take them to court and sue them to get them off. He said it's nothing we can enforce.
Where's it at?
But, before you get to Henry Lane, that, Hillbrand subdivision.
Yeah.
Right
On
there.
the east side or west side of the road? East.
Oh, they're over there.
It's gonna be all civil.
people know.
We talked to several people yesterday. Now, if they're in the road on four-wheelers and we're out there, you know, we can make some arrests, but we can't legally make them get off.
Okay. I just seen where they relocated that.
I think it's Matt Robinson. He's the one out there.
And I'm sure, you know, there's health department violations out there. I guess they're all on septic system.
Yeah, just dumping it out there in the field, probably.
It's clearly violated their agreement out there.
Yeah.
Somebody's just gonna take them to court.
Apparently Hillebrand had his act together when he put his little subdivision in, didn't he?
Yeah.
I think we're supposed to go to Lakeview.
They're migrating
Some
that
lots
way.
out there.
They're not invading, they're migrants,
That's right.
refugees.
Let them use a spot out there in Avalon.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. About Alvy.
Yeah. We named it Avalon now, so he's back there on the hill overlooking everything.
All right, well, thank you, Ted.
That's all it is.
Be careful.
Yeah, thanks.
Battery for phone. What kind of phone can you get?
All right, I want to give you guys an update, kind of where we're at in emergency management. I really want to try to get you at least once every week to kind of let you guys know where we're standing, whether it's me or Brian for this chair. All right, so the angel tree, we'll start with that one. Right now, we have 11 angels. I met with Linda Kennedy yesterday to go over what's going to be going in the paper, be put in the plant this week, about the charity projects here in Massac. So it'll be in there, in the paper coming out Thursday. And also, we posted on our Facebook page, my personal Facebook page, trying to get more people to come in and hopefully take all the angels. Rita's not brought over any other angels, so you know, they've not turned the forms back in, or I guess they just lost interest in it. The family's just, I guess, she hasn't called me or said anything to me, so.
Okay.
All right, the new radios that we got last week, we got approved. I've got those all programmed and set up and ready to go. They have all the accessories for them, the batteries. Still waiting on the belt clips to come in, but they're ready to rock and roll. They all have what's called push-to-talk IDs in them. So on our car radios and mine and Brian's handheld, we can see who keys it up, track it a little bit better. So we know if somebody. The AED here in the courthouse was brought to my attention that the battery was expired and it was dead. It expired in 2015. The pads had expired in 2015, but I went ahead and ordered the battery and pads for it, and it's back in operation. We're good till 2021.
Where'd you get that?
Emsley.
Really?
I didn't even know that thing been around that long. Time gets away.
Mhm.
Yeah. So it's good to go. The AED here is. I'm also.
We just have that one right here in the hallway.
Yeah,
right?
that's correct. I'm working on our SOPs, getting those mashed out and more up to date. And once I get them complete, and to me, Brian, make sure Brian approves of them, I'm gonna take them to the state's attorney, have them, if they would, look them, make sure everything is good there, and then bring them to you, for you guys to have, you guys can go through them and approve them, so we can have them full enacted. Let's see. That's all for emergency management. Now for the IT part, I did go hand out letters yesterday to all the department heads.
Okay. Do you have a copy of one of those letters?
Down in the office, I
All right,
think.
just drop one off so we can see what it says.
Okay.
The way I understood it with IT, I talked to John Long yesterday, and he said, you know, he would like to Friday work with you, so, because Friday would be a big
Intended to
day.
get on it, but we were not. So, got a couple things I just wanted to bring in front of y'all.
Sorry, Josh.
Right there.
Chair's gonna-
Does it stay low?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. We get the hand-me-downs.
That's all right, I understand. So a couple things we've got, and may have to wait to take action on it until next week, since we're not on the agenda. One of them is just an amendment to the budget for this year, for 2018. It's moving money around from one fund within our budget to another. And it's moving from witness fees, which there was, according to our records, $927.42 remaining in that line, and would move $800 of that to publication. And that would make that a total amount of, on the publication, $1,550 for the year. Go from $750 to $1,550. The reason for that is what we're having to publish is on juvenile cases. We've had an uptick in the number of juvenile cases that we've had filed this year. And in a lot of those cases, you have to obtain jurisdiction over both parents. A lot of times there's one parent that's not in the picture, and whether they're incarcerated, whether they're living somewhere else, or just not in the picture with a lot of these children, we still have to get jurisdiction over them. And the way you have to do that is if you don't know where they are, can't be located, then you have to publish in the newspaper in order to get jurisdiction. So that's what we're running into, and then we've got about, I don't know the exact number, but we've probably got 4 or 5 cases right now that we're gonna have to publish on.
Trying to sleep here.
So, that's the reason for the amendment on that, is just the amount of cases that we're gonna have to publish notices on in order to get jurisdiction. So, again, that's something I can leave with you. I've got that amendment to the budget for 2018. Since we're not on the agenda, that may be something that has to be taken up next week. But I want to go ahead and explain that this
They
week.
got another one that's gonna have to be too.
Yeah, next week too, so probably,
Okay.
yeah.
And the other thing that I have is the payment for the state's attorney's appellate prosecutor. This is something we do every year. You may remember this. It's our matching funds for the services of the appellate prosecutor. It's $7,000. It's the same amount as it was last year. We have a resolution that would need to be passed as part of that, and I can leave that with you as well. Where do you want me to leave those?
We'll just give it, I'll give it to Joe. You can give it to, I mean, both of those probably have to be on the agenda for next week.
Are you guys are all familiar with the appellate prosecutors program and what they provide to us and the assistance that they provide, right? So, again, that's something that we do every year, and that's our part of our fee for being involved in that, enrolled in that. So, again, nothing new, but wanted to bring that to your attention. And that's something. I guess we could go ahead and get the funds for that,
Okay.
because it is a budgeted item. But we'll have to have that resolution, I believe, to send with it anyway. So however you guys want to do that is fine with us.
Do you, you wanna fill this, to put your name on there?
Yeah, I can do that.
That way it shows you requested it, and you can fill it out. Will you be able to come back next week? We could pass that resolution and stuff, or since we know what you're talking about, we can go ahead and do it.
Well, yeah, I don't know what the court schedule, generally Tuesday mornings are pretty heavy court days. It wasn't this week because we don't have a judge available. So we didn't have court scheduled this morning, that's why I was able to bring it over. So if you have any questions, I can certainly answer those this week. If anything comes up between now and then, let us know, and we can certainly answer any of those questions. But
We just
unless there's a need for us to be here.
Yeah. Just follow up, I guess, with them on Thursday, make sure it's on the budget for next week.
Yeah.
And then, usually gets them.
Yep, we can do that. And this comes to our office as well, that's a bill from Comcast. So we'll be on to you as well.
Thank you, I appreciate that. Yeah, we're gonna have to get that figured out. It's a group bill.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we're trying to separate it all, but that's the way we get the discount until everybody gets back here, so.
Yeah.
Makes it more,
And I guess because we just getting that set up, I guess
Yeah.
that's why
yeah, there's
put
like
down as a
3
contact.
offices or 4 offices under that bill, so.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
that's all I have unless there's any other questions on anything. All right,
Thank you.
all right, appreciate it.
See.
See ya.
Finally. Yesterday?
Yeah.
So clean the tractors up, put them away.
Good deal.
Done mowing?
Who's cleaning those ditches on the Pell Road out there, right before you, before the city limits and all through there?
Yes, the city of Brookport's hired somebody to do that.
Okay.
That was something we talked about a while back, and I had never got anything taken care of on that, about writing a resolution to turn over whatever section of Pell Road that's in the city limits of Brookport that we wanted to, back to the city, for their maintenance and everything, because a lot of that is still on the books as being our maintenance responsibility, which, and that's something I intended to do a while ago, is just every time I do it, I seem to get sidetracked and then I forget about it. But something I can definitely do here and probably need to do with them. Short order. It's just something that.
Who'd they hire? Do you know who it was they hired?
I just noticed over the last month or so, they've been working, or one guy's been working on it almost every day when I drive down through it. I don't know who it is. I don't know if it's a city employee or they've got a pretty nice piece of equipment.
No, it's not a city employee, it's a contractor.
Okay.
That they, I don't know where they've got the money to hire them to do it.
Mhm.
Because one of the guys that worked as an alternate over there, Scott Martin.
Yeah, I don't know.
He works for the city, and he talked, Metropolis, and he
Mhm.
talked to me the other day about some of the Brookport stuff. And apparently that,
They're going through the money pretty quick, from what I understand. From Brookport.
where they get that, I don't know.
Well, they had,
Like a tornado grant.
But I didn't think that would be part of that.
Oh, okay.
It might be, I don't know.
what are they using up there?
Anyway, they've got to, there's the pipe that goes underneath Unionville Road from the corner of north, this would be the northeast corner of Pell and Unionville Road. The pipe that goes under the road there is a concrete pipe. It's okay, but over the years, never, I don't know who it was, whoever maybe owned the corner market or whatever, butted up a metal pipe to the concrete pipe and then built that whole parking lot that's flush with the road all the way. And part of that is offset, caved in, won't flow, won't drain anymore. And he was talking to me about coordinating to get that fixed. And I just haven't had any deeper conversations other than in the parking lot
Mhm.
on it. It might be a good idea. I wish they would call me about stuff like that, and I would set up a meeting and talk with them, but maybe I need to initiate it, but it's not my work. That's why I don't really feel the responsibility to initiate it, but I may go and talk to the mayor over there and maybe one of the aldermen about that. I think Scott is supposed to be over the roads and the streets over there now. He's kind of been put in charge of that.
Okay.
I don't know if I have much of anything to report, unless you guys do.
I don't have anything. I was just gonna talk to you about virtual.
big influx of money from all these rock grants are coming in, right, where these people are granting, county, making grants to the county for rock.
I haven't seen any of it yet.
It must be in the mail.
I'm
huh?
waiting, yeah.
I ain't heard a peep out of nobody, but
Gerald, you gonna say something before?
Mott,
Yeah, that sounds
he's up there working. But I don't know what he's doing. I've seen his dump trucks up there parked, and I've seen a big full-time trailer. But I don't know where he's working at.
where's he
Well,
at?
they're the ones doing the ditching there on Longtail Road.
Are they clearing those trees?
And I don't know what else they're doing.
Uh,
Now, is it the logger?
huh?
Is he a logger?
No. Well, there is one that logs.
Okay, because I know they're logging. I
Piedmont does, but no, this is,
Somebody's logging there in that bottom behind Fell Cemetery too. I didn't know if maybe that was them or not.
that guy was they putting is Morris Mott from
Oh,
Bayam.
okay.
It's an excavator and dirt mover and that, and
I mean, no, they just clean out the ditch or what?
I haven't been down there to see, so I don't know.
Yeah, that's all they're doing. They're not cutting the trees back there. That's what I see.
I think that's who they're gonna have work on that pipe that I just was talking about. So, we haven't really talked, I haven't talked to them any specifics about it yet.
Those come through from time to time, George. And you got, them guys that's been on that mower, they gonna remember how to run anything else? They've been on that mower so long. I guess they was off of tar and shipping for a while, wasn't they?
Yeah. I hope they remember how to do everything.
Gonna have to find full-time mechanics out there one of these days, and one driver for something, whatever the one thing is that's running.
Joe, you gonna hire another person?
I didn't plan on it.
He ain't got no like that. He broke, man, times are tough out there.
I could, but then we buy less rock and less oil and less chip. And I ain't gonna lie, it was a little more difficult this year to get things done than it has been because of its people. You know, we went down to 8 and rarely, I'm not saying rarely, maybe a couple of weeks out of the year, we might have all 8 there at one time, but everybody's got so much vacation and so much personal days and everything else, it's rare that everybody's there, it's all at the same time.
Well, this truck driver asked me about it. He won the job. Said he heard this and
You can hear it from us, I don't know who might say that.
I told him I hadn't heard it either.
Yeah, I was gonna, submitted my budget for next year, I mean, I didn't go over that in detail with y'all, and if sometime you want me to go over that in detail with y'all, I'd be more than happy to, at this meeting or whatever, take a longer period of time in this meeting to go over it more specifics if you want me to. And what my thinking is, and you think I need to rethink some of that stuff, and maybe give me your input. It's up to you. If anybody individually wants to come out and be over with them, I'd be happy to do that as well. I was just gonna see how it pans out here for a couple of years with 8, to see if we can end up buying more material and making a difference on anything or not. But, it's always kind of a balancing thing. Have people do stuff but don't have the money to buy any materials, you can't really
Can't do
accomplish
anything
much.
either, yeah.
But then you don't have the people to do anything and have a little bit of money to buy materials, you still can't get it all done, so. It's a pretty good balance in that. As far as 8 people is concerned, you know, most of the counties surrounding us, we don't have any more than them, but we don't have, you know, like Pulaski, I think they only have 5 or 6. I think Johnson, they have about the same as what we do. Polk has 3, nothing. Yeah, I mean, that's not a good comparison, Polk isn't. Johnson and Pulaski is pretty decent.
I know they got one driver, they got mine.
Polk does.
North or south?
So,
All right, we'll see y'all later.
Be good.